In the great green room, there was a
telephone, a red balloon,
and a picture of
the
cow
jumping over the moon.
And there were three little
bears
sitting on chairs.
Sitting on chairs. No.
And two little kittens.
And two little kittens and a pair of mittens.
And a little toy house.
And a little toy house.
And a young mouse.
And a young mouse.
And a comb.
And a comb and a brush. And a bowl full of mush. And a quiet old lady who was whispering, hush. It was the Grandma Bunny.
I do think it was the Grandma Bunny.
Good night.
Good night, room.
Good night, room. Good night, moon.
Good night, moon.
Good night, moon. Good night, cow jumping over the moon.
Good night, cow jumping over the moon.
Good
night, light.
Good night, light.
And the red balloon.
And the red balloon.
Good night, bears.
Good night, bears. Good night, chairs.
Good night, kittens.
Good night, kittens. Good night, mittens.
Good night, clocks. And good night, socks.
No, you're going to hold it the way that Daddy's holding.
Good night, little house.
Good night, little house. And good night, mouse.
That's right. Good night, comb. And good night, brush.
Good night, nobody. Good night, Marsh.
And good night to the old lady.
And good night to the old lady whispering, hush. Good night, stars. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Yeah, but where's the old lady?
I think she's gone to bed. She said good night.
She said good night. I think she went into her bed.
Yeah. The end.